Hi, my name is Ashley Marison, and this is my self-introduction speech, Panophobia. Several years ago, my family and I went on a cruise to Alaska, and we made the impulsive decision to go hiking through the woods to explore the ice caves inside of Mendenhall Glacier. After a while of hiking, my parents became paranoid we were going to miss the deadline to get back on the cruise ship. But I insisted we go on. My uncle and I ended up abandoning them in the middle of the woods. After a while of hiking on our own, I realized they were going to be furious with me. So we turned back and never even got to see the ice caves. I was right. They were furious. But even sadder, once we got back to the cruise ship, we realized that we had hours to spare. Solely because my parents were afraid and I was afraid of upsetting them, we had all missed out on a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. It was that moment I started taking note of everything in my life I was missing out on, solely because it seemed like my parents were afraid of everything. And it was that realization that motivates me now and has helped me create a lot of my goals for the future. When I think of my past, I think of my childhood home, as that's where I spent most of my time. This key reminds me a lot of when I was 17. I'd come home right at curfew, which was 6 p.m. I'd close the door behind me, and I'd usually get scolded by my parents for forgetting to lock it behind me. This key represents safety, but for me it represents how sometimes it seemed like I was just a little too safe. And while I lived an extremely blessed childhood and I'm a lot better off than a lot of people, sometimes it felt like I was standing on the sidelines watching all my friends live normal lives. Right now I'm 20 and I'm living on my own, and my parents are more afraid than ever, but they have no need to be. Right now, my life pretty much revolves around textbooks. I wanted to do something really cool with my career and something that would hopefully benefit society, so I chose to be a psychology major. And even though I have big dreams of having a super cool career, I do want to have stability, financial and otherwise, to have the freedom to have the spontaneous adventures I missed out on when I was younger. Like a lot of people, I want to make the most of my life and have fun, spontaneous adventures, and a lot of that includes getting to see the world. I got this painting from a museum in China. And although it does represent a passion for travel, it means a lot more to me than just that. The only reason I was able to obtain this painting in the first place is because I was going through a phase where I was saying yes to literally everything. And when a pamphlet ended up on my desk at school, I couldn't say no, no matter how crazy and scary it seemed. And that's how I ended up getting to spend a summer in China. Even though this does represent travel, it represents an attitude as well. An attitude I want to carry with me into my adulthood. Ultimately, it was the events of my childhood and my past that have motivated me to work hard right now in the present so I can achieve my dreams for the future. I don't want to live my life being scared of everything and missing out on opportunities. And that's why being at MTSU and even being in this communications class is a stepping stone towards achieving my ideal life.